those two have been fabulous tonight with Cairo. It isn't that fitting that he gets the empty net goal.
And of course, the unselfish Robert Thomas, who could have backhanded that into the net as easily as making the pass to Buchnevich, thinks pass first. Chips it by Morgan Riley, off to the races, heads up before he even makes that pass. It's a chunky end-over-end pass, but it gets to Buchnevich, who just stops and gives him a high five. This is a great bounce-back win by Craig Berube and his coaching staff. A day off between games, losing in Montreal, but still getting a point, coming into a tougher building, a tougher team, a cup-contending team, and playing such a solid game. What a rebound game.
And he gets his 18th goal of the year. That is tied for the team lead. And the goal at 16:43. And the Blues a 6-3 lead in Toronto, as they will win their 5th in a row in this building. And Darren, going back a few years, as Sundqvist breaks in, he's got a partial break, but going back a few years, the Blues record in Toronto is 13-1-2. That's amazing. 13 wins.
A lot of Ontario boys, and they can't wait to go there and play there and compete and have their families, their aunts, their uncles, their dogs, their cats. Everybody gets to watch them there. And there's a good battle there by Jordan Kyrou. Just doesn't quite have the beef to get beyond Liljegren right there, but good effort as it gets out of the zone, which is all that matters at this point of the hockey game.
And now 2.5 to play here. Again, the road trip will wrap up Tuesday in Philadelphia. And Sundqvist set up in the slot by Barbashev.
Great backhand pass by Barbashev.
And now Sundqvist,
You know, the Blues and Leafs have faced each other in Campbell Conference semifinals back in the 90s. I think 90, 93, and 96. 90, the Blues won in 5. 93, the Leafs won in 7. And 96, the Blues won in 6 games.
14 shots in this period. Now 14. Muzzin, short side, and where is it? It's
1993, the Blues played at the old St. Louis Arena. Before that, it was called the Arena, but now it's the St. Louis Arena. 90 didn't have a goal in 93, they did. That was the first year they had a goal in. 96, they played in a brand spanking arena called the Keo Center, which is now called the Enterprise Center. The Leafs played in the Maple Leafs Garden until 99-2000 when they moved to a new building called, you're looking at it, at the time it was called Air Canada Center, now it's called Scotiabank Arena.
This is a game without Vladdy Tarasenko. You know, this is a game that the head coach puts the right matchups together, puts the right lines together, and does a phenomenal job.
And a shot wide by the defenseman Sandin.
Yeah, if I remember right, the early mid-90s, the Blues had Cujo. Mid-90s, they Leafs have Felix Pavic.
Felt like his team might get the better of it down the road, but that did not happen tonight.
No, they only did that change was early in the third period. You know, he tried to get the Matthews line up against the O'Reilly line, but that works out to the Blues anyway. I think that's why that's why I think whatever line the Blues could put together, you can put a hard matchup line, or you can just throw 4 lines out there and roll them if you want. But being on the road, it's not easy getting those matchups, and you're right.
Yeah, back in the days, the Leafs were in the Western Conference.
As much as Toronto not wanting to get away from them.
They were moved to the Eastern Conference when Quebec moved to kind of Colorado Avalanche, and they moved to the Western Conference.
So the Blues 3 goals in the third. Saad, O'Reilly, and Buchnevich. And they lead 6-3. Here come the Leafs. Engvall drops it off. Kasha. And a shot on the short side by Camp, and a save by Husso. And it's banged off the boards and back down. 20 seconds left in regulation. As now the Leafs take over. And Liljegren for Kasha. Tipped by Wollman to the corner. And now gobbled up by Kyrou. And the Toronto native to the line, Buchnevich. And a save by Campbell.
That's it.
That'll do it. As the Blues win
6-3. Good win for the Blues. Yes, it was. Robert Thomas, 2 assists, 4 attempts.
Boy, he came ready to go here, and Robert Thomas with 2 helpers, 4 attempts going up. at even strength up against the Matthews line, and good on the face-off dot as well. Through 40 minutes of play, he was around 83%. So just a great overall game by Robert Thomas in this one here. And obviously Buchnevich scores a couple of goals. In the third period, I think one of the biggest keys too is that, you know, the Ryan O'Reilly line took over, John. And they did. You could feel it in the end of the second period, and bang, right away Saad scores to make it 4-3. David Braun had a couple of good plays as well, and then O'Reilly tips that Mikkola shot from the point. So with all of that, the goaltender Ville Husso was strong when he had to be strong.
Yeah, he ended up stopping 34 of 37, and Ville Husso goes to 12-3-2 on the year. He made a lot of big saves, not just the fact that Toronto had a lot of shots, but some dangerous chances in that third period there.
Well, every chance that their top 6 players get are going to be dangerous, because they'll go behind the net, they'll do a blind backhand pass, and then it's right in the slot or between the bottom of the face-off circle, and it's like, man, oh man, you've got to be so alert defensively against them because those chances are such high octane.
All right, we are pleased to be joined by the captain, Ryan O'Reilly, down near the Blues bench. And Ryan, what is it about this Blues club? Obviously, you got a point in Montreal the other night. Not a great game, but you guys have bounced back all year. You did it again tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think we were a little disappointed in Montreal. That wasn't the game we wanted. We didn't defend well enough. You know, we had a chance to get 2 points there and did it. So we're kind of had a bad taste in our mouth, but you know, I thought we responded well, and we haven't done that all year. You know, things don't go our way. The next game, we get back, we do things the right way, and you know, find a way to win a game. And that was a good win there. We stuck with it to the end. Had a great third period. Hoos was great. It was a big win for us.
Speaking of a great third period, Ryan, your line in particular really got things going. The matchups weren't something that maybe you're used to having. Did you find that maybe you could turn the game around with the matchups that you guys were up against?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked, you know, we sit beside each other in the room, Sauter, DP, and I, and, you know, the first period we were kind of slow. We weren't going to get a lot going, but, you know, we just kind of talked about staying patient. As the game goes on, we'll start to create more, and going to the third, you know, we just kind of looked at each other and said it's time to make something happen, and, you know, I just thought we forechecked really well. We hunted and got pucks back, and obviously get a big goal to take the lead.
And what does it mean to you, Ryan, and John and I talked about it throughout the game, and that is just how many guys got points in this game. You don't just rely on one line or one player, and even with Vladdy out of the lineup, I mean, every single player had a big part in this game.
Well, yeah, it's just it's the way we're built. You know, we're so deep up front. We got so many guys, even at the back end too. We're just a deep team, and you know, when we're going well, it's just wave after wave. Guys are creating and feeding off each other, and you can see tonight. You know, I thought we did a great job being resilient. You know, we set each other up at times, and obviously all the guys are getting points and win a hockey game, and that's, you know, that's the best thing that can happen.
Ryan, as you know, you and 5 other Blues are from Ontario. The game tonight on Hockey Night in Canada. Does that guy get you guys excited for a game tonight in Toronto?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know. I went to high school here at Cardinal Newman. You know, played at the Junior Canadians my OHL draft year, and for a lot of us, yeah, we had tons of family at the game and family watching. It's a special thing to be able to get a win, and you know, especially last time we played these guys too in St. Louis. They you know, they dominated us, and we wanted to respond and kind of show them how good we can be. And I thought we did a great job of that tonight.
Well, the Blues Ontario boys did a great job tonight. Ryan, thank you for this.
Anytime, guys. Thanks.
All right, the captain, Ryan O'Reilly, and that was one of the Blues' best overall performances of the season, Darren Pang. Would you agree?
It sure was, but I want to get back to the high school thing. Usually in St. Louis they talk about the high school. He threw in his Ontario high school.
Right.
But, you know, I think, too, he's right. You know, and I like the fact that if people don't know that in the locker room, you know, the lines sit together, and now you got a chance to say, okay, what do we like in this period? What do we got? What opportunities can we really expose? And boy, Ryan O'Reilly's line, they did turn it on in that third period, and they became a difference maker in this hockey game.
Yeah, the Blues scored 3 goals in the third period, and they win going away 6-3.